Hello Taurus, and welcome to the Green Women Tarot. This is your reading for the next 2 weeks, which is from the 13th to the 27th of September 2021. And it's a general reading just to see what sort of energies are around you at this time, to see what's on the cards for you. But before we delve into the tarot reading, I need to consult the oracle. And this is the Retro Spirit Oracle that I'm using today to draw a couple of cards from, just to start your reading off with. So let's see. What words of wisdom does the mysterious oracle have for Taurus for the 13th to the 27th of September 2021? What messages are here? Oh, okay, for Taurus for the next 2 weeks. What does Taurus need to know at this time? So you've had family fallout already, so that's sort of, let's just see though, before we go any further, what else you can get. So family, perhaps family is going to be important, is going to be prevalent at this time. A sense of unity, that togetherness, support, perhaps you giving the support, receiving the support from family. And then you've got study, so it's a time of learning. It's interesting, we've gone back to school for many of us, but yeah, so study is going to be important, actively learning, putting your focus and your energy on gaining more knowledge, more experience, really studying, actively learning, and then a togetherness, the family. So that's quite interesting. Let's see though what else you get. Let's see what the rest of the reading shows us. So let's see what's on the cards for Taurus for the 13th to the 27th of September 2021. What messages are here for Taurus for the next 2 weeks? What does Taurus need to know at this time? So we've got here the Bonefire Tarot, which I'll be using to put down a 5-card spread for you, with the first card depicting you, where you are now in your current situation. The next card showing what's brought you to where you are, what influences you. And the third card highlighting the challenges you may be facing at this time. With the fourth card offering you some guidance from divine energies as you move towards the fifth card, which may reveal your possible outcome to this time period. So let's see what you get. 9 of Cups, that's attainment, that's lovely, you know, sort of contentment. Queen of Wands, and the 8 of Cups is your challenge card. You have your guidance from divine energies is the 10 of Wands, and you move towards the 2 of Coins, gaining some balance. At the bottom of the cup you have the Page of Coins, which really fits in with the study card. The Page of Coins is the most studious of all the pages. All the pages are about learning, taking an idea, a concept, a beginning, and putting it into material form, putting it into manifestation. But the Page of Coins is about that slow, industrious energy, And you can see here it's depicted by a young person who is making lemonade out of all the lemons he has. So it's about, you know, sort of the underlining energy and everything at the bottom of the deck is about progressing an idea, a concept through studious efforts, through learning, through studying. So it's certainly a period of study for you. But where you are now, this is a good place to be in. This is about studious, I'm sorry, I'm looking at that lemon there, that link's in there. So this is about having put a lot of effort into things, and through your efforts, through your endeavors, you reach a point of attainment. And that attainment is basically contentment, happiness. So where you are, you've reached a point where you can look back or look forward even to what you have amassed through your own efforts, something to be proud of. Something to be proud of. And what's brought you to where you are, in what influences you is the Queen of Wands. This is a lovely energy of creativity, of sort of entrepreneurship, but you know, wanting to make something of things, having the energy, the spirit, the wittiness, the humour that's needed to get on in with things, with life. So this is like a lovely card depicting creative drive, having nurtured something through your imagination, through your inspiration, and it's brought you to a really place of contentment and fulfillment. But even though things are good where you are, the challenge here is to actually move forward, to move on, and to leave some of that behind as you work towards a new endeavor. So although you may have, you know, this is a spread that really speaks to students, really young people a lot. It's about, you know, sort of perhaps you've attained something through your inspired creative efforts, and now, although you're in a good place, the challenge is to move on, to climb to something higher, to higher aspirations. The Eight of Cups is about leaving something which has been fulfilling, been you know, provided you with contentment and harmony and joy, but knowing that it's time to move on from that. It's time to work towards new things, to begin to build up something new. And it's leaving that behind before it becomes stale. So, you know, it's sort of, in a way, you're growing and this is no longer fitting you and you need to move on. And that's the challenge, is often where we're in a happy place, we don't really want to move on. We don't want to leave that behind. But, you know, life is a continual journey, and it depicts now that it's time to move to higher grounds, to take on more responsibility. And that's sort of depicted in the Ten of Wands. It sort of shows carrying a load or taking on extra responsibility. And again, it's your work, your creativity, your energy, all depicted in the Wands. Sort of shows that, you know, it may be a heavy load, but this is something that can bring you towards finding that balance in life, finding that you can actually juggle all the responsibilities, all the creative endeavors that you may be taking on at this time. You're moving towards being able to go with the flow and find some enjoyment in actually juggling all your energies and your endeavors and your time. So it's like you've reached a good point, but you're ready now to take on more, and you're actually being called to take on more, to learn more. and to bring it out into a bigger picture to find further fulfillment. And somehow here you have the family card. I get a sense that sort of suggests that you may find support and sort of comfort in this endeavor, in this journey with those who are your kin. It needn't mean mother, father, brother, sister. It's sort of, family also speaks of those in your caress, kindred spirits. So what the spread sort of suggests is, you know, you've worked hard and attained something that has brought you contentment, but it's now time to take it even further, to take on more responsibility, and possibly for many of you through learning. It's time to move on, but know that, you know, you always have that support and encouragement from kindred spirits, from family. And it sort of really suggests this moving on is studying further, gaining more knowledge, gaining and sort of taking on more responsibility. And it's going to be a heavy load, but you have the ability to cope with that, to remain grounded and balanced, even though things may feel that they're in flux. Things, you know, emotionally or around you, there may be a lot of turbulence, but you'll be able to stand firm because you have that lovely rooted connection. You have that lovely rooted sense of being, sense of belonging that keeps you grounded throughout you know, it's sort of not necessarily a difficult journey, but sort of taking on a lot of responsibility, and even though it may be heavy, you know, taking on some extra burdensome tasks, you'll be able to cope with that. You'll be able to juggle your time, juggle your resources, and keep things in balance and go with the flow and actually enjoy it to some extent. So there you have it, Taurus. Time for learning and for expanding out and perhaps even leaving behind something that up until now has been very fulfilling for you. I hope you enjoyed your reading and that it resonates with you. And if so, please remember to hit the like, share and subscribe buttons, and then have a good 2 weeks, and God bless you till we meet again.